of the hearing before Justice Katillo, and the crux of the matter that was before Justice Katillo today was hinged on an application filed by Tshabangu and an outfit that he represents, which is the first applicant, which is also called the Citizens Coalition for Change. Its own constitution, its own models, its own symbols, as enunciated in the constitution, that it's an index finger pointing upwards. So that was the applicant, first applicant, Tshabangu, second applicant. So what they sought to do before the court today was to have our candidates, who were the first to 22nd respondent, disqualified from the pending by-election. And the reason that they advanced to the court was that these members had ceased to be members of the first applicant, meaning therefore that they were not eligible to contest in the coming election. What they also seek to do is to be setting aside of the decision of the nomination court. So we vehemently opposed this. The first to 22nd applicants opposed this on the ground that, number one, they do not recognize Tshabangu, they do not recognize even the outfit that he represents. They belong to the Citizens Coalition for Change, which is their sponsoring party led by Advocate Chamisa, and that Tshabangu has no locus or no authority whatsoever to seek to set aside their nomination as candidates in the 9 December by-election. I was also representing the 250 respondents, which is the Citizens Coalition for Change led by Advocate Chamisa, which presented before the judge its own constitution, presented before the judge its own signatories, which were utilized for purposes of sponsoring the 22 candidates for the by-election. In fact, it's not all the 22 candidates who will be contesting in the by-election. It's only about 8 who are really going to be participating in the by-election, contrary to what the applicants were presenting to the court, that all these candidates will be contesting in the by-elections. Only 8 of them, while the rest are really, to go to parliament on the basis of the party list and proportional representation, Senate, so on and so forth. So this is the case that was before the court. The judge had arguments from all parties, reserved judgment, and now we await for that judgment to be handed down.
How is it Tshabangu managed to recall these members of parliament?
Of course, it's a fraud of grand proportions. Of course, it's unheard of that one person can just wake up from the street and claim to be the one that sponsored members of parliament and hence write correspondence to the speaker. Of course, there's also quite some subtle suggestions of connivance with the state, of connivance perhaps with the institutions that actioned these victims.
And what is MDC's reaction and CCC's reaction to this?
No, well, I'm pretty sure there was a statement earlier by Mr. Timber here on the reaction.
No, but from the lawyers.
From the lawyers, our client's reaction to this is simple. This is an illegality. This is an affront to the democratic tendencies which we must uphold as a nation. And this is an onslaught on the rule of law. And that the courts are faced with these issues means that the courts need to make a determination and resolve these disputes judiciously, without taking a side or without making political statements or political judgments.
Your full name, sir?
Gumbo Agents Gumbo.